Lastly, just hold on. We are here. Good morning. Good morning. I'm gonna play a little song. I'm gonna play a song before we start. You feel me? Like I always do. I don't know if you watch the shows, but this is what I do. I set the atmosphere right. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go. Let me get out of here first.
Let's go. This is right here. This one's got a legendary story. This ain't no regular session. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, this is legendary session. They say it's how I walk inside the building, then I exit. They see I'm counting checks, I got baguettes all in my necklace. And I've been trying to stress it to invest inside the message. If it ain't authentic, you gon' fall off. You gon' be who they forget about when you log off. It was a has-been, counting up them bags. So rich I woke up laughing. Stuff inside the mattress, credit card and maxing. Staying on my taxes, but I know it happens. I'm pulling up the practice, AMG a mad bitch, building better habits. You gotta understand my dedication. If I don't make it, then who really made it? If I don't take it, they gon' leave me vacant. So I gotta go through it. I got some stuff in my inside that come out of my music. I gotta go through it, trying to get it, they gotta go through it. I'ma put it in this track though. And my life a movie, I don't even know how to act. I'm just trying to show them how I feel in the back. Praying makes friends, the niggas ain't your man. The players ain't your band. To complain up friends. I'm out here playing in the sand. Play my cards right and now they playing in my hand. I love my fans, no cap. Out behind me in these straps. Walk with caution when you down. Tell my cousin not to trap. Put Savannah on the map, yeah. But in a positive way. Trying to take it to Obama them place. I'm on time, I ain't trying to be late. I've been dodging them straight. I got moderate A and designing my frame. And I don't really gotta talk with too much modesty, but I keep it humble though. I ain't gotta pop it too much. Cause I'm the one and I'm the topic too much. And they complaining about that I'm dropping too much. And I ain't dropping more. They say, "Sean, you really dropping too much." I feel I ain't talking enough. But real is down, and real is right, and real is back, yeah. 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 All I can say, all I can say, all I can say, all I can say, pray.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Good morning, my friend. Good morning, my friend. We got the one and only Z Smith. We got the one and only Z Smith in the building. She is finally here. She is finally here. So let everybody know who you is and which we can talk about this morning on K.W.U podcast. Let's talk.
So I am a poet. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I am a multitude of things. But
okay,
I say the topic is let's talk about children with disabilities. Parenting children with disabilities.
Okay. Let's talk.
I have 3 children with
Okay.
ADHD, two of which
Okay.
have ODD, and one of those two has an anxiety disorder.
Okay.
Parenting them is probably the hardest thing in America. But the thing is that I think a lot of parents don't address the issues of children. And then when these children become adults, we got angry adults. We got
Mhm.
adults that's out here just doing things because they don't know, right from wrong. We got all types of things, right?
Right.
And I mean, when I said that, parents don't, a lot of parents don't get the help for their children that their children need. I said that because a lot of parents don't understand that their children have an issue. A lot of parents might think that this is normal behavior. They lashing out, they beating people up, they just doing anything. That's not normal.
Right.
There's a level of normalcy there, but just to be doing it on a consistent basis, that's not normal. A lot of children see things happen in a childhood that could really affect them in their everyday life, and they need
Mhm.
somebody to address it. They need the issues addressed, right? So, for instance, me being abused, my
Okay.
children have witnessed this. They seen this. This leaves something on them. They don't understand that that's not the right way. So, do I not get them help, and do I try to address the situation myself and then let them grow up and think that this is a okay action? Or do I get them some therapy as well as myself and make sure we address the issue so that they understand that what I went through and what I experienced, what they saw, was not proper?
Okay. You're right, and it starts with you know, and I'm glad that you say that. You know what I'm saying, because some of us will deny the fact that it doesn't start with us when really it do, because I believe that everything starts from the root. You know what I'm saying, and I'm glad that you see that as a person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying. And truth be told, I believe this would be viral. Truth be told, because they're gonna see you and they're gonna see me like, wow, like a lot of folks don't talk about this in our community. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And we was taught in society to just lay it, underneath the rug. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And when you lay mess, underneath the rug, it tends to smell, and it's not a good smell. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So it's good to just clean it out like right away. You know what I'm saying? So we could
Mm.
get it straightened for the future. Hey
Right.
sis, see, I see that my big sister's on. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? And you said that you got three, right?
Yeah.
So I know that you have came across multiple personalities. I know that for a fact. And I say that, because I work in the school district with kids that had autism, behavior, you know what I'm saying? So I came across multiple personalities too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I've learned how to deal with that, on the
Right.
everyday basis.
Right. And that's a struggle for a lot of parents who don't, for like autism and let's say ADHD for example. A lot of
Hmm.
parents don't know how to handle that because we talking about children who can't focus, right? Children who can't just sit down for 2 minutes. They don't have that. They get irritated quick. Um they don't have rational thoughts.
Mm,
They don't
I like
think
that.
first before they do. They just Parents don't know how to deal with that. That's hard. And we talking about I got three of them.
Right.
Three of them. You know? It is extremely hard. But the question is,
Mhm.
How do you navigate this life, right? Because structure is important.
Of course, most
Structure is
definitely.
important, period, in life. But with these type of children, structure is mandatory. They can't
Right.
function without structure,
Mm,
right?
mm-hmm.
Then, not only that, I was watching something on I think it was YouTube or TikTok or something about
Okay.
this young girl who killed her mom, and then she
Mm,
shot her stepfather.
okay.
But the story's crazy. They say that she didn't have no real mental health issues. They say that she just shot her mom. She was upset about something. She went in her mom's room, shot her 4 times, called the stepdad, said, "Hey, something's wrong with mom. Come home." He came home. She tried to shoot him too.
Right.
This is a
See,
problem.
yeah. And you know what I learned in school when I was going to school because I got my associate, right? A lot of folks don't realize that we dealing with spirit, good and bad. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And I say that because that stuff started from the evil times. You know what I'm saying? That's when you read though. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us tend to read, you know what I'm saying, about certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? But how can you cope in life when you don't know the dynamics of it or the background of it? You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like like that's real talk, you know? And I
You're
feel as though
right.
as a person, Z, how we deal with things is when we read. You know what I'm saying? Because you could take the steps and in order to balance this. You know what I'm saying? How to balance you, how to balance life, how to balance kids. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I look at that. It's all about reading. It's all about getting the knowledge and education of things. You know what I'm saying?
Unless
In
you
the
like a person like me. I don't like to read. Okay. It's not that I can't read. It's nothing to do with that, right? I
Mhm.
don't, me and reading aren't friends. I rather a person explain to me what's going on here so I can get an understanding like that.
Man.
Or show me what's going on. I can
I
understand
like
like
that.
that.
You
Okay.
see,
But
right?
just read, I can't grab it. I went to speaking on this topic, I went to for me to understand what my children are going through. I
Mm,
went to parenting classes for children with disabilities or children
mm,
with mental health needs. And it gave me a lot of information, a lot of different usage, but a lot of those things don't work.
okay.
A lot of them don't
So,
help.
so my question is, right? What did you do with the information that you received?
I tried to use it at first,
Okay.
right? I tried to use
Mm,
it, but a lot of it goes with you knowing your children too.
right.
You have to know your child outside of what your child is going through, right? And
Hmm.
then you need to know what your child is going through. This way you
Most
can
definitely.
understand both sides of this. I
Mm,
understand there's 3 personalities that I'm dealing with that have the same, they all have the same thing, but they're 3 personalities. So let's use
right.
my oldest son for instance. My
Okay.
oldest son is more, he needs to be medicated. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If not, he can go from 0 to 1,000 instantly, like for real.
Mm, okay.
And I'm talking about not one time a day. We talking about 5, 6, 7 times in one day. That's a lot, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I understand that about him, and I understand that he needs to be medicated. But I also understand that his personality is he's fun, he's playful, he likes to have, he likes video games, he likes to be active. So with him, I understand that I got to do different things. Let's go for a
Mm-hmm.
walk. Let's go play basketball. Let's go. Here, I got a
Exactly.
video game for you. Here, I got this and that. Because this is my way of trying to alleviate him being bored enough to turn up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then you got my daughter who
Okay.
also has ADHD, but she's borderline. So
Okay.
she knows how to control it. She doesn't need
That's
medication.
good.
She
Okay.
knows how to control herself. And this again goes with knowing your child, knowing how your child operates, and then knowing what they're going through. Because she was the turnip queen when she was much younger.
Okay.
But then you got to realize too that this is also a child outside of the disability. This is a child. They have to grow. They have
They have.
to they have to learn new behaviors, new things. They're going to
I like
change. You know what I'm saying? So you can't
that.
let the disability be them. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
I was about to say that. Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to tell you one thing I've always told my children.
And what's that?
My oldest son, mostly because, he can't really control it. But I told him that he has a superpower like a superhero. And his superpower is the power of
Mm,
control. Okay?
I like that.
You can control yourself.
That's
You
good.
have to be in that space in your mind where you feel like you can control yourself. This is a power. It's a power because you don't have that
Yes,
that
it is.
everybody else has. So this is your superpower. So you can control yourself. It's just about how you find the control within yourself. So, I mean, I think that us as a whole community, because
I like that. Mm-hmm.
African Americans, we really don't understand. You know what I'm saying? We really don't take the time to pay attention to the needs of our children. We look at the children and we see that they having some behaviors, and it's like, you just need a whooping. Or matter of fact, give me that phone. But if it's repetitive,
Mm, right.
if the behaviors keep happening and it's not stopping, and it's not at home, just at home, or if it's not just at school, if it's different places that they're going and they're displaying this behavior on a regular basis, this is something that you need to look into.
Yeah, that's very important. You know
You
what I'm
know,
saying?
and children,
Right.
because they don't know how to express themselves, they're not us, they're not adults. They cannot tell you verbatim, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? This is why they lash out. This is why they yell. This is why they scream. This is why they might be fighting, or they look for negative attention.
I was about to say that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're trying to
That's
find
good.
a way to get an adult to understand, I'm feeling something, but I don't know how to tell you that this is what I'm feeling. We have to create safe spaces and open doors for our children, right? We also have to understand that yes, we want that boundary, the adult child boundary, but we don't want to shut our children out. You know what I'm saying? And make them feel
Right.
like they don't have a voice, or make them feel like they don't have a outlet.
That makes sense. And they need one of those. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. And this generation here, right here, the one that we got now, they
Hmm.
need they need an outlet. They need all types of outlets. You know what I mean? Because they
Right.
just everywhere.
So, so, so my question is, what would you tell the person, like the mom or the dad? Because some dads have kids with autism too, what advice would you give the dads?
The dads,
Yeah, that's a good question. I know.
that is a fantastic question, because men and women see it differently, right?
Mhm.
So on a man's standpoint, it's all about patience, right? You need to be patient. You need to do your research so that you can understand what your child is going through. Don't just throw in a towel and say this is too much and this is too hard. I don't understand why you acting like this. What is going on? Take the time, do the
Mm,
research, understand what your child is going through. Talk to your child.
awesome.
Talk to your child. This is what a lot of men don't do. But you have to talk to your child. You got to. They'll
That's
tell
very
you. A child will tell you what they're going through if they feel like you're going to listen.
right.
So
That
that's
is
my
amazing.
advice for a man.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, what about a woman?
My advice to a woman, for a woman that is experiencing,
Hmm.
it doesn't get easier, but it gets easier, right? You have to go through the rough with your child to get to the brighter side of whatever, okay? Like
Most
you
definitely.
have to go through the motions. Don't give up. I almost gave up. I
Mm,
almost threw in the towel. I almost told my son, "I'm good. This is too much for me." You know what
right.
I'm saying? You're being a person that is way out of my control at this point. But don't do that to your children, right? You want your children to feel like you love them, you care about them, but at the same time, you want them to understand that whatever behaviors they are displaying is not proper. So
That that's good.
get them some help and let them know that you love them. I'm here for you, but I can't do this by myself.
That makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And one other thing that I've learned, you know what I'm saying, about being in the field of education, right? That we have to meet them.
Oh
you,
yeah.
you know, you know what I'm saying? Like we have to meet them on their level of understanding. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying, and that's not just kids with autism or behavior, but that's kids. Period. 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 You know what I'm saying? And I say that because I'm an assistant coach, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
coach throughout the week, and I do it on the weekends when I don't work because now I'm doing retail. So when I get a weekend off, that's like that's my free time with my boys, and want. That's what I want to do. That's where my passion is at. You know what I'm saying? But I realized that I have to meet them. You know what I'm saying? And they understand that I may not be at the games on certain sun days. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? But when I'm there throughout the week, that they know, like, all right, you know that Coach B care because he's there throughout the week, but he may not be there on certain weekends. But we know that he cared just because he showed up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So that's real tough. So a friend of mine says that I agree. I'm dealing with that with my 12-year old. I have him in therapy,
Mm-hmm.
and I am learning to be consistent. I am
Consistent.
learning to
Mm-hmm.
deal with consequences and learning not to react to okay, not to react every time he says something back. It it has been a struggle, but I'm learning. And Christine, I'm glad that you're learning.
Yeah, can I say something to Christine?
Sure. Yeah.
This I understand completely, right? My son, I learned that he had ADHD when I think he was about 5. And we talking about the oldest one, okay? I learned that he had ADHD when he was about 5 years old, but he was always the sweetest kid in the world. He's lovable, he likes hugs, he likes kisses, he likes to be, a child. It
Right.
wasn't until he started going through puberty is
Mm.
when things started shifting.
Right. Right.
So this is why I
Okay.
said you got to remember at the end of the day that outside of whatever they're going through, they are still a child. You got to distinguish the certain behaviors because part of it is you said 13. Is he 13 or 12?
12.
Part of that
12.
is puberty. You know what I'm saying? He's going through puberty. He's going to school. He's with other children, right? He might be smelling himself a little bit. He finding himself. So you got to remember all of this. And then whatever else he's going through on top of that, all of that is
Mm.
mixed in. It's all mixed in. Okay.
Yeah.
But patience, patience is a virtue. You can't allow him to allow you to give him a response. Right? You got to
Wow.
remember
That's
that
amazing. Amazing.
he going through something. That's okay. It takes a lot too. It takes a lot to just grab it all up in there and just suck it in. But with yourself, it is okay to go inside of another place away from him. Curse him out, girl. I do mines. I go in my room and I be like, this little mother. Right? And I give him all the business in my space. But at the
Wow.
same time, you don't want him to feel like you are upset. You want him to understand that you're trying to bear with him. You're trying to figure this out with him. We could do this. We got this, son.
That's amazing. That is amazing. Amazing. And she said, yes, my son had ADHD as well. Very intelligent, just at his
Intelligent.
age, where his mouth is crazy. And she said, yes, I checked my self and self reflects when I respond angry because I feel bad afterwards. Or
Kudos to you. It is hard. It's very hard to suck it all in. And it's hard because you at the same time you trying to remember that you a grown up, like you a grown adult. Who this child talking to? You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like this child don't know. But no, they don't know. They don't know who you are. At the end of the day, they know their parent, but they don't know
right.
the woman in you. There's a difference.
I was about to say that. Yeah.
Our children know us. They know us as their parent. They don't
Hmm.
know us outside of parenting. Okay? They don't
Ooh, that's
know the
powerful.
person within us. Who are
Jeez.
we? You see
Wow.
what I'm saying? Okay.
That's, that says a
That
lot.
that's why I'm saying you gotta suck it all in because that woman, forget mom for a second. That woman will come on now, like, wait a minute now, little boy. All right.
Yeah.
But that's when you gotta remember, no, mom, there's something going on. Something going on. And that's when the woman can come out in another room and you just air it all out.
That
It's not easy.
and and it's funny because we all wear hats. You know what I'm saying? And God gave us like so many hats. And I feel y'all on that one. You know what I'm saying? Y'all being moms, me being the son, me being the uncle, you know what I'm saying? The nephew, the
Mhm.
cousin, you know what I'm saying? And the friend. So I totally understand where I have to not always be one, but I have to be the next one, or I don't have to be none of. I just be Breon. I just go
Yeah,
upstairs and I just be like, all right, man, let me move away. Let me move away from this situation. Let me
right.
recuperate for Breon first. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So I
And I'm gonna tell
definitely
you something
do
too,
that.
right? A lot of parents who have children with special needs, they need to take time for themselves. Okay.
Exactly.
I'm big on mommy time.
Mm,
Okay. I'm big on bedtimes. I'm big on bedtimes because the bedtime means that now you have mommy time. Okay.
mm.
Go to
Okay.
bed, go in your room. You don't got to go to sleep, but go in your room and don't let me see you this is now my time. This is time for me to
Wow.
be Z. Okay.
I heard
I'm
that.
taking that mommy hat off. I want to be myself. I want to unwind. I want to chill. I want to enjoy my little bit of moment. You know what I'm saying?
I
Before
know
I go to
that's right.
you, every woman, not even just a woman, men too. Because
Right.
it is very overwhelming when you have to deal with all of this in one day. So you have, and I learned this when I first had children, actually, even before
Oh, okay.
I knew that they had something going on. They say to you when you have children,
Hmm.
a lot of babies, some babies they colicky, or some babies just cry. Some baby just, they just crying. But doctors say it is okay to remove yourself. If it gets too overwhelming, it's okay as long as the baby's in a crib, the baby's safe, nothing can
Right.
happen to the baby. It is okay to step away for about 5 minutes and collect yourself. That's
Because it's
okay.
protected. Hmm.
Even when you have children with special needs, if they too turned up, okay, make sure they're in a safe space.
I was about
Make
to
sure
say
there's
that.
nothing around that can harm them. Remove yourself. It's always best to remove yourself before you get to a point where you can't take that back. Remove yourself because this thing really does get overwhelming.
I
It does
believe it.
get hard. So, taking breaks, self care, all of this stuff matters. It matters. It's very important.
And you is so right about that. You know what I'm saying? And the first thing that I think about Z is my mental. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
I say and I say that, because like because we have life, you know what I'm saying? So that's the first thing that I think about is my mental throughout the whole day, you know what I'm saying? And I just ask God, let this be right. You know what I'm saying? This is this is cool. My heart is fine. My heart is protected. But this got to be new each day in you. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It has to be. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And Christine said, "Yep, it's like we're in a toxic relationship."
Oh
Wow.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna tell you,
You know.
Christine. This is for Christine.
Hmm.
Just I'll say last year, um, August, I was just in here fearing for my life. Okay. My son had me scared for my life to the point where I'm like, he got to go. He
Mm.
cannot, he can't stay here. I'm scared.
Wow.
What I did is he was in a facility and put him in a psych facility
Okay.
the first time, and then he came home with the same nonsense. So I put him back a second time. First time was 2 weeks, second time was 3 weeks. After that 3 week stay, they then put him in a facility um that was a group home. It was a group home like psych facility kind of thing. Um when I say my son went there, the last one, the last one is
Mm.
what made him change. The last one he went there, and at first he said, "Oh, I like this. It's cool. It's only four
All
boys
right.
in here. The staff don't really bother nobody and this and that." But
Okay.
I got to say this. He was the only African American child in this facility.
Mm.
My son, for the first time in his life, experienced racism. But
Wow.
that
Okay.
experience made him value the home that he has. It made him value the mother that he has. It made him think twice. Do I want to leave home again? Do I want to do this? The kid thinks now. He's under
That's
medication,
good.
yes,
That's
but
good.
the medication was his choice. It was his choice because I don't want to be this way. I don't want to be to a point where I can't control myself. I
Hmm.
don't want to be out here fighting and just upset and angry and disgruntled. He made these choices at 16.
Right.
He made these
That's good.
choices. So I know it's hard. Right now, I got one calm. My 13-year-old is my new turn up. Okay.
Okay.
We working on it. We getting him. But again, remember I said this all goes with puberty too. So you got to
Puberty.
remember that they're going through something totally different than what they're already experiencing mentally.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
They're going through puberty. My son is going through puberty. He is feeling himself. Okay?
Of
He
course.
feel it bad. He in here, he slams doors. He used to punch walls. He don't do that no more. He kind of changed that. But he will slam a door. He will scream. He will cry. But I
Mm.
told him what his outlet is in my house. You feel upset.
Right.
We got 3 doors. Pick
Three.
one.
Okay.
Walk outside, sit down, calm yourself, soak up the air. It's okay
Yeah,
for him too to get some space so he
that is
can
true.
think and calm down for a second. It's okay. Give him a notebook. I've done this one too.
Wow.
Give him a notebook and tell him if you feel like you can't talk to me verbally, write down what you're feeling in this book. I'll read it. I'll write back down and give it
Mm.
back to you. This way, y'all can communicate through a book
That's
if that
awesome.
works easier. Or when he's upset, just tell him to go outside. It's okay for you to go outside, take a breath, let the air hit him for real. That works. It's so many things you can do to try to, alleviate both of your anger. But I
Mm.
know it's so hard.
That that is good. You is dropping jewels this morning. You know what I'm saying, and that's why I just pass you the ball because I'm like, this is going to be good. You know, because
I've been through
and
years of this.
and I say that what I'm saying because I have knowledge in this too. You know what I'm saying, just by just from the field. You know what I'm saying, and it's
Hmm.
funny that that we talk about this because like I said, now I'm into retail, but I'm gonna get my school job back. But when I'm at work, right,
Hmm.
I I see these kids, and not just kids, but I see these young adults too. And sometimes when I'm in the store, I see these other customers stare at these individuals, right?
Hmm.
And some of the stuff that they say, like it makes me mad, but I be on the clock though, and I be like I want to say something to you, but I can't say nothing to you.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I believe they don't know what's going on, or they never lived that life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So of course they'll judge until it's one of theirs. You know what I'm saying? And I
Mhm.
believe that they will look at things differently. You know what I'm saying? Just like your son, he had to go through and experience his third time. You said that he
Yes, that was the first. That
experienced.
was that was the fourth time actually. But
Oh,
yes,
oh,
you're
okay.
going
So
through a real experience.
so he experienced racism. You said
Racism the
right.
last time. Yep. Hmm.
So you see what it took him to come around and be like, all right, I don't want to do this. He had to go through an experience. He had to get the wisdom, the knowledge and understanding to be like, all right, mom, like to straighten up because sometimes
Right.
that's what we need. You know what I'm saying? We
Hmm.
need that redirection. You know what I'm saying? That's we need to. What's the word I'm trying to look for? We we had to grow through something. There we go. We
Hmm.
have to grow through something. because we don't go through things, we grow through them. There we go.
Right. And I want to tell you, I want to say this too, right? We don't have outlets. Okay. I'll make this clear. If your child is being aggressive to you, there is no outlet except for putting them in a facility. Okay. The
Mm,
police cannot help you. I'm telling you this because I just went through this. Okay. So the police cannot
mm,
help you. They said that is your problem. That's your child. It's nothing we can do. Okay. If a
mm.
facility does not have an opening, that is still your problem, your child. Okay.
Right.
I'm talking about we got to the point of asking this question right here. What does it take to get him help? Do I have to die first? Does he
Wow.
have to kill me first before you guys can help me?
Right.
So remember what I'm saying. There is no real outlet when it comes to um helping your child in that sense. So if you see your child has these type of behaviors, let's catch them. Let's catch them quick. Let's get them the help they need ASAP before it gets out of hand. Because once it gets out of hand,
Hmm.
you have no help. Okay? They cannot help you. And this is
That
so
is right.
unfortunate. It is unfortunate, but they won't help you.
Yeah. That
So,
that makes sense too.
and two, also kind of making children aware of what's going on in life, right? Now, I
Yeah.
have to say this. A lot of these children
Mm,
in the world don't have no understanding of what's going on in life. We can't do that.
mm,
Like they walking around, they clueless. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
All they know is pimple patches and electronics.
Got
Are
set.
we
Yeah.
are we dumbing them down just a little bit? You know what I'm
Electronic.
saying?
Yeah. Look. Yeah.
We can't do this. This is crazy. And that affects the minds of children too. People don't realize that. Your
Mhm.
child cannot sit on electronic for 8 hours a day.
That that makes sense. Wow.
That's not
Yeah.
healthy for the brain. What else would the brain be able to process if the brain has just processed 8 hours of a screen and a
Yeah.
game? And we not talking about these kids just like playing regular games. They playing shoot 'em up games. Okay, they want to play Call of Duty. They want to play.
I
I
was
don't
about to
know
say
about
that.
Roblox, but Fortnite. All of this stuff.
They still play some Roblox. Hmm.
None of this is healthy. And then you want to talk about the minds of children with mental health issues playing these games? Whoa. That's
Yeah.
dangerous. That's
That
a real
that
dangerous game.
that that played a part too. You know what I'm saying? Like that really like played a part. Like me. You know, like I always ask my boys, right, when I'm with
Mhm.
them, the first thing that I say to them, what did you learn in school today? And I know that they don't want to hear that at 6 o'clock or 6:30 at night. But I
Right.
ask them because I want to see where their mind at still. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What is the saying that our parents say or our friends say temperature check. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want to know what's going on when you come to this gym or when you step on this court. Is you all right? Do you need a break for a second? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But that's all kids in life, not just my boys. You know what I'm saying? Because my first though, if I could correct them in many type of way, or if I can redirect them, I'm gonna do it. And I believe some well, I'm not gonna say some, but I believe parents, if you know that person is good, you know, and will redirect your child, you know, let them. You know, that's if you trust them. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And if you know what they are about, because I realized in today society, a lot of parents don't like when somebody else redirect their child.
Right.
So,
Right.
and I'm gonna say this though. Shout out to those parents, right, that let the adult in their life, the adult authority in their life, redirect their kid. Shout out to you because that take a lot of courage and a lot of trust. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely.
But you got to, because you don't want children to feel like you're the only authoritative figure in their life. You
Right.
understand? You want them to understand that wherever they go, if there's an adult presence, that this is the
Mhm.
presence that you're following, you're listening to. But this is where you teach your children right from wrong too, because they should know if an adult is telling them something right, or if an adult is
Right.
telling them something wrong. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Most definitely.
My children, for instance, I'm open. The door is open. Okay.
Right.
I talk to them about any and everything they don't know. It's not too much anything that they don't know. So when they speak to other adults, right, we
Hmm.
understand that an adult should speak to me like this. Okay. If an adult is correcting me, I should be speaking back like this, right?
Hmm.
I shouldn't be angry. I shouldn't be cursing no adults out. I shouldn't be disgruntled. I shouldn't be none of that. That's not my place. We got a
Right.
line in my house. Okay. We
Okay.
can't see the line, but me and them see the line, and the line is right in the middle, and they shouldn't cross
Mhm.
it.
Exactly.
They shouldn't cross it. They shouldn't cross it with any adult. And
Okay.
I explained to them too, right? Because I think that we have to understand this.
Hmm.
Even after 18, and you are an adult, right? This is all great, but
All
it's
agree.
still a level of respect that you should
Exactly.
show your elders.
It
Okay.
is.
I don't curse around my mom. I don't curse around my grandmothers. I don't, that's
Same
disgusting
here.
behavior to me, right?
Right.
It's a level of respect for your elders.
Hmm.
If you couldn't do it as a child, you shouldn't still be doing it as an adult with these adults. They're adults to you. And that's how I
Yeah.
feel.
That's
But
what it's all about.
a lot of parents don't teach that. So, but we should understand that. These elders,
Yeah.
they need respect too. They deserve that, I think. Some of them.
Some of them. Not just about to say that. Because yeah, because and I say that because some other times, right, when I hear a adult speak, right,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm speaking in January. I'm not talking about no body, but I've seen it from my experience, and I be like, you ain't deal with a lot of stuff when you was a kid, like you still dealing with stuff when you was a kid too. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? And I've realized that, you know, just by like I said, from experience, you know what I'm saying? And there's some folks that's my age that ain't deal with stuff when they was a kid or in high school, and I just be like, yo, bro, sis, really? Like you got to deal with that still, man. Like you, wow,
Oh
like
yeah. You got to
I
deal with
know
your
folks.
childhood issues.
And I'm like, if you need like help or if you need a therapist, I know folks. I got connections. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
I definitely
but
understand.
and
So,
and I'm glad that we talking about this, man. Like this is the first time that I think that I even had a show like this in a
because I
while.
feel like, I really just went through a bad experience with my child. Although he's changed and he has become great,
Right.
he even was like, I want to be, this his words. He said he wants to be um help, an
Mm.
outlet for other children who are experiencing what he's experiencing. You know, he wants other
Wow.
children to know that they can change. They don't have to be that way. You know, they can get help, they can be better, they can be full of greatness. It's his words. And I say you can do that. Like you can be all of that.
All of it.
It's just how you going to get there, you know? So he took his situation and made it something great. He wants to be help for other people. I think that's great.
Right. Oh yeah, look that is love. Look. I mean, you can get him on here. Look,
Look, I don't
let's not
mind.
let you
He's
man.
more than willing. He's more than willing to come and have a conversation. He
You gotta
doesn't
talk
mind.
to him, bro. Look. I already got guess from mom. Look,
Yeah,
Mom
he definitely
got
don't
one
mind.
at the door. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's
He
awesome,
don't
man.
mind. He don't
That
mind.
is
But I
that is
think that this is
awesome.
an important topic, and I think that we should all start talking about this. I think that we should open this door and have this conversation and be resourceful towards each other. Okay?
Mm, that's
Let
good.
me be a voice that tells you that it is okay. You are not the only one that's experiencing whatever you're going through with your child. Life is not going to get easy, but it will get easier. Okay? So how you get there.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
That and you said a lot like truth truth like truth be told. And it's funny, right? As I hear you speak, like I'm so ready to get back in the education field. Like I'm like, yeah, I need to get back in there like right now. But
Mhm.
but God is like, I have you here for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And my big sis that was just on, she shared this with me. You know what I'm saying? Like a while ago. That I would cherish my job, my career job, and
Mhm.
I know what that career job is. I mean, I can't say too much on on my platform because I don't know who's watching.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's to the pub but she said, and I know it was the spirit of God just saying this through her. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
The the next job that I will cherish it because I was in a C's a C as in Z, right?
Mhm.
For 10 months I ain't have a job. I lost my job this week of last year. Come to think about it,
Mm.
right? So I'm just like, all right. But like I said, this week, so this is the first month, right? I just got my recent job the 11th month.
Mhm.
So I learned during those 10 months, right, that I had
Mhm.
to be humble. I had to be consistent with God every day. You know what I'm saying? Because I was
Mhm.
used to having, you know what I'm saying? But this time around, I'm learning to cherish what God has. My real job. This is where I'm at right now is a stepping stone. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And I feel though that we all need that stepping stone, like your son. You know what I'm saying? Like our kids. And I say our kids because I look at your kid as one of mine. I
Right.
don't have kids, but I'm an uncle, and if
Right.
I could be that uncle to all the kids, I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna spoil them,
Right.
but
Right.
if you let me redirect them or talk to them, cool. You know what I'm saying? That
Right.
is great. You know
Right.
what I'm
I feel
saying?
like as a community, we should be positive role models to each
Regardless,
other's children. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know what child we're gonna bypass. We might not even
exactly.
know who the child mama is. But I am that mom that if you see my child outside doing something that don't make no sense, please tell them don't do that.
Right.
Please open your mouth. Don't watch
I
them just
allow
do.
you.
Don't do that. I'm gonna tell
Right.
your child. I can't help myself. I'm not gonna
Right.
curse at your child. I'm not gonna yell at your child. I will say to your child, does that make sense? Okay, because I want them to think about what they're doing. Does it make sense what you're doing? So we, just let's be each one teach one. That's what we used to learn, right?
As yeah, I was just about to
Each
say that.
one teach one.
That is power. That's power. That is powerful. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I realized? We have to be the example because they watching us. We are the trailblazers. We set the trail while they blaze it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's how I look at that one.
Mm-hmm. That's
They
right.
they are watching. I'm very mindful when it comes to kids. Like he's watching, she's watching. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Mm-hmm.
mindful when it comes to the youth. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want them to think that it's okay on how I reacted to my colleague. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like my fellow brother or my fellow sister. I don't want to. I don't want them to think that it's okay for them to grow up and they can react the same way to their fellow brother and sister. Nah, let's do this the right way because somebody is watching. The
And it's
next
yeah, it's this
generation is watching.
and this all goes from teachings that we didn't learn when we was young, right? Now as adults, we
That's
have to
funny,
teach
ain't
ourselves, some things that we didn't learn in order to teach our children this behavior, right?
it?
I
That
didn't
is funny,
know
ain't
when I was young, I was angry, okay?
it?
Don't talk to me a certain way. I talk to you a certain way, but wording is everything.
Exactly.
How you word things is it can go a long way. So, what
And,
do we teach our
mhm.
children? We have to teach our children. You had to learn how to word things properly. Nobody taught you that. Nobody decided to say,
Exactly.
"Oh, you shouldn't say it like that," or if you say it like that, it sounds like that. Nobody does that. I
Right.
don't hear people saying that, but I do. I teach my kids that. I want you to know that the way that you put something out in the world, people can receive it any kind of way.
Come on
You know
now.
what I'm saying? Whatever you mean, I need you to say it how you mean it. Don't say it in a way that they can take it differently.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all of your actions, everything that you are as an adult, when you have children, it
Right.
has to be filtered just a little bit. You have to teach yourself. It's like self training. You have to train yourself to be a certain way. You have to teach yourself certain things.
Mm.
And for me, my mom wasn't a mom. She
Okay.
was not there. My dad
Okay.
was not there. My great
Mm.
grandma raised me. So she already
Wow.
tied. So
Right.
she didn't teach me a million and one things. I had to
Okay.
learn a bunch of things on my own
Mm.
or from my sister who learned most of life on her own. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Right.
So what we learn as children, unfortunately, we have to alter it as adults. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's funny that you say that you say that, you know what I'm saying? And I was blessed to have both parents, right? But a lot of folks think because you have both parents that that is like sweet, that is soft. Nah, because I had to learn things while I was in like outside of the household.
Mm-hmm.
By being out with my friends and my cousins and just by just being around, I had to learn some personal things
Mm-hmm.
that I'm glad that I did learn. And I tell folks that I'm not just book smart, I'm street smart too. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
You gotta be.
yeah, especially into but see, I ain't learned that when I was like young. I learned it like soon as I got out of like school. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like
right.
But I've learned things on the way though. I'm not gonna say I didn't learn nothing. I learned things on the way, but I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know that I'm gonna have to put it to use when I'm like 20 on now. You know what I'm saying? I'll be 30. I'll be 37 next month, so I'm still learning things. You
Right.
know what I mean? But I'm glad
Right.
that I'm learning now though, so I could be
Yeah.
prepared for the
Life
next.
life is a learning a life is a learning lesson.
Yes, it is.
Every day in life you're gonna learn something new. Even at 80, you still gonna learn something
Mm,
new. You understand? You're never gonna
yes,
stop learning.
right.
That's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. You gotta learn new things all the time, and especially in the day we in now. Oh yeah, we learning.
Oh, yeah.
We learning. Okay,
Look,
they got a
yeah,
whole lot of
yeah.
things I ain't know nothing about. I still
You
am.
look, you.
This generation, the words that they saying, I am so confused. Okay, I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on. I'm learning new things every day from
Hey,
kids.
that's how it be though, man. That's definitely how it be. Wow,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm definitely glad that we had this talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know a lot of folks is going to be like tuned, and I know that this is viral already. You know what I'm saying? Because we had one of my friends like tune like chime in. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So shout out to my sis Chris Ting, and my big sis done came in. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? Like I appreciate them for just being in here.
Yeah.
That means a
And
lot.
listening in. That's
You
great.
know what I'm saying? And I know that is gonna be viral though. You know what I'm saying? Because folks
Mm-hmm.
gonna be what like Brian talking about this? Brian had a guest today, and I say that because nobody can say that they ain't get notified because I always at y'all. So look, I
Yes, you do.
I always at y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So can't say that they didn't get notified at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's real talk. And I know a lot of folks is gonna uh watch this. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of folks is gonna go back and watch this, and I know folks that have kids that are in this spectrum. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
know some folks that are experienced. I know some of my teacher friends. You know what I'm saying? That are
Mm-hmm.
very educated in this. My pastor friends, just my friends from the streets.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's educated because I know that they know somebody, or they is going through this right now. You know what I'm saying? And I know that they could just uh watch this replay as they have time to, and they gonna be like, wow, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? And I believe that they're gonna be inspired,
Right.
just by your story and my story, by our experience,
Mm-hmm.
just coming from the background, what I'm saying. Like I'm like where I am from. My city is 4 miles wide long. I'm in the city of Chester, Pennsylvania. That's like 20 minutes away from Philly. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And you is like in North Carolina, I believe. So
Mm-hmm.
just by two different backgrounds and two different folks from two different cities, like we have like the same story. We have
Right.
similarities. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So this right here is awesome. Like just let them know, like, yo, like we can come together no matter who you are or no matter of you of your race or your background. I feel as though if we can learn something for the future, the future, we could be unstoppable. We can be a force. We could be a force, and it don't matter about your skin tone because a
No.
lot of folks love to play the race card. We ain't playing the race card in 2025, y'all.
Look, I got
I'm
something to
letting you
say
know
on
that right
that
now.
too, but that's for another topic.
Oh my God! Look, I
I
got
got a
time.
whole
Look,
lot of.
yo, all right, look, right. So, y'all, she gonna come back because she said that's for a different topic. Look, so y'all get ready for part two. Like she already let that be confirmed. It's gonna be a part two, y'all.
Yeah,
She confirmed it. Not, look, she confirmed it, not me. She confirmed
uh-huh.
it. Look, she already affirmed it. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying?
But I do
Like
want to leave
that.
the people with this, right?
Okay. Sure.
Let us be an outlet to all children, even if it's not your child. Okay? Children just need, hear me, children just need to feel like they are heard, they are loved, and they have somebody in their corner. Those three
Mm.
things, that's all a child wants from you. That's it.
Say it again, Z.
I said,
For those in the back.
we need to be in
Hmm.
these children's corner. Why?
Hmm.
Because children they have a need to feel like they need somebody to be a person for them. They need somebody that they can talk to. They need to
Hmm.
feel like they are loved, and they definitely need to feel like they are heard. Okay? And they
Love
have
it.
somebody that can listen, that they can communicate with, that is going to be
Heard,
in
love,
their
and listen.
corner. All
Heard,
right?
love, and listen.
That's
Yo,
it.
y'all just got three power. Y'all got three keys.
For
Y'all got
real.
three keys just
I'm
to
telling
you got me lock these doors. Love,
if
heard,
we can
and
if we can do this, if we can do this for these children, maybe we can make just a small difference in the world when it comes to the thoughts and the minds of these children. Right? Remember, when you take love and you take care and you take nurture away from a child, what the hell you gonna end up with?
right.
So
Wow.
be that outlet for children, even if it's not your child. It's okay. It is okay.
Mm. Yes, it is. It's definitely okay indeed. Is there anybody on here that would like to chime in? Because we had a great time, and we've been on on for an hour and 10 minutes. I haven't done this in a while. Wow. Look, wow. That's a good thing. Look, that's
Yeah, that's
amazing. You know what I'm saying? Wow.
mm-hmm.
Do anybody want to chime in? You know, do anybody want to ask the host, which is me, some questions? Do anybody want to ask our guests some questions? I know y'all gonna watch the replay. Z,
What's
how
up?
can they get in contact with you to know more information if they need
So
it?
you could definitely catch me on TikTok. That's where I'm mostly at. Poetically sincere, you see it.
Put your
Or,
information down.
huh?
Can no, I said can you put your information down? Don't mean to cut you off. Can you put your information down?
Yeah, where you want me to put it in the comments? Or,
Yes, please.
oh yeah.
Appreciate it.
Oh, I didn't even see all of this over here. Okay. Oh,
Oh
they
wow.
really in here. Okay, hold on. Let me connect real quick. Oh, this is cool. See, we learn something new every day, right? I told you.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Learning. This is awesome, man. This is great. Truth be told, man. I hope that
I don't know
everybody is
about
getting some information. I hope that everybody is getting the information this morning. Well, this afternoon now. It is 12:15. I hope that y'all getting this information, man. And I appreciate those for that are sharing. I appreciate those, right now that are tuning in, man. And I believe that she's putting her information down right
Yeah,
now.
I had to connect and all that because all right, there we go. Now I'm connected. So I'm here on TikTok.
Oh wow. Okay. Cool. So she about to have all her information down, y'all. Right now, it's going down. Shout out to everybody that support the podcast. Shout out to everybody that's on her end that supports her. And like she said, she's a poet, y'all. We gonna talk about that soon too.
Oh
I know
yeah,
that she got
poems. I got a few poems that I ain't even touched yet because man, my nerves be on edge a little bit with these poems. It's saying it's not posting.
all right. All right. Just let them know because I know that
All
some
right.
of them gonna watch the replay because I tagged them everybody. So
Yeah, on TikTok you could definitely catch me Poetically Sincere or Z, of course. Either page. I'm on both. Or Facebook at Z Smith. Okay, that's where I'm at. And I'm also on YouTube, Poetically Sincere. Yeah, I'm there.
she's on the tube. We
Yeah,
are connected to like the tube like right now.
yeah.
You know what I'm
That's where
saying?
I'm there. And one last thing. I wrote a
Go ahead.
book. Okay. My book will be published on Monday. It is called Her Sincerest Story.
Say it
The book
again.
is called Her
Mm,
Sincerest Story.
mm,
This book was written to touch other people, right? Young, older, mid-age, it don't matter. We all face these challenges that I wrote about. Okay,
mm.
we talking about domestic violence, we talking about LGBTQ, we talking about a whole load of different things in this one book.
Wow.
All right, so please go get the book. Go get the book. Read it, indulge in it, enjoy it. Tell a friend about it after you read it.
And it come out on Monday, y'all. Look, now I am thinking about buying a book now. Look, and I am so proud of you, Z. You
Thank
know what I'm
you.
saying? Because I know them books are not easy. I'm working on my fifth one still, and it's not done yet. But
That's
I
my
have a
first
lot.
one, and it took me 10 years.
Oh
10.
wow.
I lost it. I wrote it. I lost it. I wrote it again. My mom read it, never gave it back, and then I had to rewrite it all again. But
See,
we
you have
finally
to
here.
go
We
through a
made
lot
it.
to get it. That's
You can
awesome,
get the
man.
book on Amazon too. I didn't say that, but it will be on Amazon.
That's
Yes.
awesome. Yo, y'all got to get that book. And truth be told, y'all, that fifth book from me and the books to come, they are coming. So get ready. And if anybody know me, know that I just pop up. I just pop up. I don't tell man. One thing that I learned is that don't tell everybody your move. You know what I'm saying?
No, no, no. Just do it. That's it.
Just
That's it.
just pop up. Just do it like Nike, man. You
That's
know what I'm
it.
saying? And I'm
That's
glad.
it.
And like I said, Z, I'm so glad that you came here this morning, this afternoon. You know what I'm saying? I just want you to have a blessed day. I know this thing gonna go viral though. I know it's gonna go viral. I know it's look.
Well,
I
I'm
know it's
here
gonna go
for
viral.
it. I'm here
You know.
for it. And I'll be
All right.
back. I'll be back for another topic.
Oh, look. She confirmed it twice. That's God. Look, she she confirmed it twice. I know that's God. So now and those that know me know that I'm already going. If she passes me the ball, I'ma shoot it and slam dunk it and let up and score it. So I just did it all in one. She passed me the ball. So stay tuned for part 2, y'all. Thank you, Z. I appreciate you,
You're
my friend, for
welcome.
being
Of
on here.
course.
Have
Of
a
course.
great day.
You
God bless
too.
you.
Same
All
to
right.
you. All
Yeah.
right.
See you. Guys, I'm glad that y'all tuned in. I'm glad that y'all is sharing. I'm glad that y'all are just talking to us. You know what I'm saying? I'm just asking y'all that y'all go back and play the show this afternoon when y'all get a chance. You know what I'm saying? So get ready for part 2. K.W.U. Brian Z. Smith. Part 2 is on the way, man. Until next time, y'all, be blessed, be easy, and have a great day in Jesus' name. And I'm out of here. Peace.
And I know that it ain't promise, but I know I keep on grinding. And my dream gon' start aligning. And I won't stop cause I'm on my way. I just gotta keep on grinding. And it's gon' come with perfect timing. And in the end I won't be shining. I won't quit cause I'm on my way, yeah. And I know my day finna come, so I just time it out. I just keep my head on and I'm just grinding it out. I know what I'm about, but really they just finding it out. What come with the rain, the same thing gon' come with the drought. I'm playing the game, no sleeping, got me twisting and turning. I'm living and learning, feel like I've been preaching and serving. And I thank God, yeah, cause he leave me in the dark, yeah. I stay far from them, I don't know what they intentions. I'm really trying to boss up on this move, so it take discipline. I'm being consistent this time around, that's what the difference is. You don't believe in your dream, what make you think they listen? And I know that it ain't right, but I know I keep on grinding. And my dream gon' start reviving. And I won't stop cause I'm on my way. I just gotta keep on grinding. And it's gon' come with perfect timing. And in the end I won't be shining. It ain't too far that I'm on my way. My grandma always told me just stay prayed up. Baby, keep your grades up. They just keep them cares up. Tell me what else could save us. I'm chasing something bigger than my city. Got a legacy. I'm just trying to find a newer way that I could better me. Know I got that dog inside my bones. I got that pedigree. It's times where I be stressing I'm alone, but I can't let them see. Like I just want my mama straight. I need that Obama cake. I just gotta find a way. I don't got no time to wait. I've been balling hard. I feel like I don't got opponents. I just want me in every single one just like I own. And that's a bonus. Know that I'm the moment. They say they need the pieces to the puzzle. I'm the component. I know that it ain't right, man. But I know I keep on grinding. And my dream gon' start reviving. And I won't stop cause I'm on my way. I just gotta keep on grinding. And it's gon' come with perfect timing. And in the end I'm gonna be shining. And I won't quit cause I'm on my way.